Mike here from Movie Reviews by South of Normal, coming to you today about talking about She-Hulk Episode 2. Subscribe, follow along for some great content. Got lots of videos over, lots of reviews. Let me know what you think in the comments. Remember, like, subscribe. Here we go. Coming to you now. So She-Hulk Episode 2 kind of follows the fallout of her becoming the Hulk in the courtroom to save everyone, like what she didn't want to do. She wanted to be a superhero. And, of course, they lose their job because she's a liability. She can't be seen as showing favoritism in the jury, like people being afraid or wanting to appease her, like voting for her because she's a superhero. So now she's jobless and all that fun stuff, and she's going on interviews, hearing the same thing everywhere. You're great, but you're a liability. You're great, but you're a liability. And all of a sudden, she gets this offer she can't refuse from a guy who wants to hire her to defend superheroes and, well, in this case, a villain. And she accepts it, unconditionally accepts it right away, only to turn out they're only hiring her because she is the Hulk. She needs to be in her Hulk form 24/7 with them in order to have the job. Like, that's what they want. And that doesn't sit well with her because she doesn't want to be a Hulk. She wants to be taken seriously as a lawyer. And it turns out she has to represent Abomination for her first role, first case. Now, the Abomination you haven't really seen since Shang-Chi. He was in that. I didn't realize that at first. I remember him from way back Ed Norton Hulk days, which in this episode there's a joke about that where Mark Ruffalo's Hulk says, "I'm a different person now. I'm not even like the same person," or something like that. There's a little jab at Ed Norton in a way. But it's just, haven't seen, like, I didn't recognize him in Shang-Chi because I remember the Abomination being yellow and he was green in that. I don't know. I just didn't recognize him. So that was a revelation for me. Be like, oh, that's who that was. That's who Wong was fighting. He claims to have turned over a new leaf, blah, blah, blah. Represent me, get me off. Oh, I can't because Bruce is my cousin and the whole liability thing. Well, I don't care. I signed this waiver saying I don't care. And Bruce gives her the A-OK blessing. But so far, the one thing I did not expect from She-Hulk, which has been unexpectedly good, because I didn't expect it, so it's got to be unexpected, but I enjoy it, is the perspective of how everyone treats her differently because she's a woman and she's a Hulk, and how she has to just be different in order to survive, and it's wrong. She shouldn't have to. She should be based on her merit, based on who she is as a person and all her accomplishments as a person, not a Hulk. She should be accepted as this great lawyer, which she is, but she has to just be different. She has to act like a man, essentially, in order to succeed. And I didn't expect him to play into that, and they kind of let loose with the She-Hulk this episode and how she really disapproves of it, but everyone likes it because it's just interesting that Disney went this way where Marvel went this way. Maybe it was like that in the comics. I don't know. I've never read them. Yeah, you didn't expect it. It's been a great watch so far. Episode 2. It was kind of a good little story of her being torn between wanting to have a career versus not wanting to be the Hulk. And then all of a sudden the two have to mesh. So she has to figure that out. Oh, yeah, and then she agrees to take on the Abomination, and it's revealed that he hasn't been quite truthful. Somehow he got out of prison to go fight Wong and over in, where were they, China? I don't remember where, China or Korea. I can't remember where they went to that tower and fought in the middle of the tower, but obviously Wong broke him out with the whole portal thing, but maybe more on that later. Yeah, it's just interesting. So far, it's a good story. For a Marvel show, so you're not expecting like Oscar-worthy stories, I guess. But like I said in the last episode, I had a hard time with Ms. Marvel. I still haven't finished all those. I'll just do a whole series review of that when I do get to finishing it. It's just because it was kind of boring. This one hasn't been. I don't know if it's whether it's doing the breaking the fourth wall thing or just the way her character knows all this stuff because of her cousin and kind of interacts with him on that. It was a funny little dialogue scene in her with her family where like Hawkeye just shoots all these arrows all around and doesn't pick them up. Isn't that hazardous? Isn't it? That was kind of a little humorous to me. But so far the show's been great. Episode 2 continues on that story, the same like storytelling, which kind of like been what's made it good is the way they tell the story, the way they unfold everything. They haven't broken from that. I don't think they will. Good little story, told in a way that's unique to Marvel, I guess. Looking forward to the 7 more episodes. One dropping tomorrow and Thursday. If you're sorry if you're watching this late, it dropped on whatever, not today, but tomorrow when it was Thursday. So, check it out on Disney Plus. Let me know what you think in the comments. Sorry for the kind of stammering, slow review. Just lots of thoughts flying around in my head right now. Hard to focus on, even though I have my little note page in front of me. But that happens here at South of Normal. That's why we are South of Normal. That's why we are unique to, in a way, in the movie review world. That is how I operate. Mistakes happen. Fumbles happen. Unpreparedness definitely happens. But yeah, check this show out. Give it a peep. Let me know what you think in the comments. It is Marvel, so it's kind of like you know what you're going to get in a way. But it's different for Marvel. I'll give them that. So far, so good. Let me know what you think.